Hey there, Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Moon, Capricorn Rising. It's Maggie. Welcome to Moonlit Waters. Today we're going to take a look at the month of November. We're going to do a full Celtic cross, and we're going to pull cards for health, wealth, love, and destiny, and see what's going on. How are you doing? So if you'd like to show your support for this channel, please hit the thumbs up. I always forget to ask, but I remembered this time. Woohoo! All right, so let's see what's going on here. We have an eclipse happening in a fellow Earth sign on November 19th. This is in Taurus. This is your house, if you're a Capricorn rising, of fun and romance and creativity, of children. It kicks off the eclipse season. We have on the 4th of November. So before that, we have a new moon in Scorpio. New moon in Scorpio will be about making a choice or a decision of where it is you want to transform your life. Like, it feels very potent. It's a super new moon, and it has a lot of energy coming with it. So let's just see what we have here. Your overall energy. They want to give you 3 for overall energy. So you're nearing the end of a cycle, but this cycle is doing some amazing things for you. Oh my gosh, hold on a second. I always forget, I don't know why, it seems like it always happens with you guys, that I need to turn off my computer. I don't need it all plugged in, the whole reading, because you know these aren't nearly as short as they should be. So you have the Empress and the 9 of Pentacles and the 9 of Wands. Those are both 9s. 9s are completing the cycle. So you are nearing the end of this cycle where you've been working really hard in order to manifest growth. It looks like in finances too, with that 9 of Pentacles there. So that energy does not stink at all. Let's see what we got going on here. Ooh, okay. So you have the Strength card. You have the Strength card to begin this month with. Some of the Strength cards, they look like they're working with they're taming the lion through petting him and loving him, and there's kindness. And then there's ones like this where she looks like she's literally prying his mouth open to control him as he's got his paw on a ball of fire that's getting ready to go across the bridge. You are nearing the end of a cycle. But I don't know if you could see down here, there's been an offering made to Spirit to guide you on your path. We have a white cat here in the background. This would be your conscious mind. So there's a lot of conscious effort to control all of this energy. And there is a lot of energy because here in your conscious mind, we have the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands, you know, this one is interesting. He is surrounded by a bunch of fox. And when I see fox, I'm like, that is a knight who's trying to be very clever and quick-minded and quick-witted in trying to make decisions and trying to sort things out and move things in the direction that they want to go. So that's really some special stuff. Except here's the thing. The advice that you have for leaning into is you have the 8 of Cups. And so I feel like you've got too many things going on. And there's something that you need to walk away from in order to control the energy more, in order to manifest what it is you truly want. So what can you release and let go of? In your subconscious, you are working toward that 10 of Pentacles. All right, so you're focused on what you want. You're nearing the end of the cycle if you have the 9 of Pentacles. Subconsciously, you're moving toward the 10 of Pentacles. You're on track, but I feel like there's like maybe just a little too much that needs to be worked through. So where is the opportunity and the obstacle? So the obstacle is making a decision, the Ace of Swords, and the opportunity is the Hanged Man, seeking more of that intuition and guidance before you set off on the next step. So the obstacle is, what do you cut out? What is the decision you make? What is it that you're going to release? And the opportunity is to use your intuition and to pause to gather the information that you need for the next steps. Look at you, Capricorn. You are the sun. Oh my God. You are so on fire here, literally. All these wands. And now you come up as the sun. You are so on fire. But you've got to follow your intuition. So, I feel like you've got so much going on. The advice to you is the Six of Pentacles. A couple things come to mind. One, are you being fairly compensated for the effort that you're putting in? Whether it is into a relationship, into a business, into a partnership, into volunteer work, are you getting back what you're giving? Like, you've got to keep it in balance. Something has got to go. There's too many cups. So the Eight of Cups is definitely about releasing and letting something go. And you know what's really cool about this? She's a mermaid and she's diving deep and she's carrying one cup. She's actually taking one with her. So what is the thing that lights you up? Of all the options and the opportunities and everything you have going on, what is that one thing that really lights you up that you want to dive deeper on? That's the thing to take with you. That's what you lean into. You lean into the Ace of Cups energy, and it's almost like the Seven of Cups, all those other options and opportunities, you're going to kind of let them slip away because they're slowing you down in some way. They're weighing you down. Mermaid underwater, if she's carrying a bunch of cups, then almost like it's almost too heavy, right? It's almost like an anchor then. The one, she could dive deeper. And you know, when you focus on something and you go a little deeper into it, it manifests more for you in the outcome. In your environment, you have the High Priestess. I want you to be the High Priestess. So, there is somebody in your environment who's very tapped in. Who is that person? And how can you use that wisdom? You know what's really interesting though? When I look at this, all I see is the owl. Really. And I feel like there's wisdom and knowledge in your environment that you can get to if you spend some time in meditation. You can bring that in, right? You can bring that in. The outgoing cards at the end of the month, that Nine of Wands becomes the 10. You will complete a cycle. Something is completing. And I think it's because I think you release the burden because you've decided that not all those cups are worth carrying, right? You've figured out which one. We have the moon. This moon is not showing a full moon, it's showing a crescent moon. Like the intuition that you often see over the High Priestess. So this is more about tapping into, I think you start using your own intuition. And then we have the Magician, as above, so below. When you pick using your intuition, using emotional waters, right? The moon is the emotional waters. When you pick the thing that really speaks to your heart and you focus on that, then you will manifest it into reality, whatever that is. So, business, it could be financial stability showing up here. What I'm not seeing here is a relationship. There's nothing here that says relationship. What I see here is like a focus on manifesting and creating something that has unlimited growth potential. We have the Empress. We have the Magician. And we have the Sun. We have the Sun and the Moon. The action and the intuition working together to manifest through the Magician to create something, the Empress. And you have the High Priestess in your environment. But I think that's about the knowledge and the wisdom that's waiting for you to tap if you will only spend the time. There are 15 cards here, and of these 15 cards, you have 2 10s, 2 9s, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major arcana, and 1 ace. But that ace is more of the obstacle. It's the decision that you need to make. It's the cutting out of something. It's the letting go. Your superpower comes, the opportunity is the hangman. The advice is to tap your intuition, to get in touch with your intuition, right? So, divine timing is at play here. That's a lot of cards on the major arcana, which is always about the divine, having a big hand in what's going on here. So in order to take things to the next level, you need to create space in your daily routine to speak to spirit so you could stay in flow. So this card keeps showing up. I swear, I don't know. I do these in order, the monthlies, and so there's only, Capricorn, so 2 more after you. And detoxify, I think, has showed up in almost every one of them. So there is a need for good gut health. There's a need to release and let go of if you're carrying too much stuff, but this is about health. So this is also relationships that are dragging you down. This is energy clearing, whether it is in a relationship or your closets or your body. So drinking some lemon water in the morning, especially if you put some turmeric and ginger in there. And we do have ginger. Oh, this is ginseng. Sorry, that showed up. Conservation. So this is taking good care, not overexerting what's going on around you. Also, when I see conservation, so when I look at health, it's about emotional, mental, physical, psychological, spiritual. Conservation is also about conserving your energy by not, because you have flow. So a great way to conserve your energy is to be in flow with spirit, right? Because then things are moving along. So if something seems tough, too hard, too much, let it go. You have 8 cups and you're supposed to walk out of this with 1, right? The magician only has 1 cup on his table. One thing that he's focusing on. So what is that one thing you're going to focus on? So we have the clover, which is flow. Clover is always about good luck, right? So in order to open up the abundance and the flow of the universe to you, you need to release and let go of too much. There's too much going on. What can you reduce? What can you let go of? And conservation is definitely about conserving your energy. However, I want to encourage you to be walking. That moves your energy on a daily basis in a way that is very beneficial for your health in all of those areas. And when we take care of ourselves in one area of our life, all the rest of them fall into place. When we it's like a spider web, and as something happens here, it reverberates across, right? The same way as if you are Netflix couch potatoing too much, then everything starts to fall apart around you because you become stagnant for too long. And I'm not saying never ever binge watch. I'm saying that is something that you do maybe 1 day out of the month. If it is your lifestyle, that's a problem for so many reasons. Oh, that sounded so judgy. Okay, so in finances, I do want to warn you that Uranus is going to square Saturn, your ruling planet. If you're a Capricorn rising in your 2nd house of finance, squaring Taurus, Uranus and Taurus, and financial matters on the 24th of December. So there is a real need to, one of the conservation things that should be going on is, you know, if you can't pay cash for the gifts this holiday season, then you need to select a different gift. Running up credit right now, really bad idea. When I look at the astrology, I can't even tell you, it's a really bad idea. So do yourself a favor that you will thank yourself for later. Okay, so open the gates to your garden. Give the universe more time to bring your wishes to you. Open the gate to let it in. That's the Hangman. You're on divine timing right now. It's not that it's not coming in. It is. You're nearing the end of the cycle. But in the meantime, there's some stuff that still needs to get into order financially. This is about your finances. So something going on here, but you have begin to get today. Now is the time to begin making small steps that will make big changes. So what can you do that's a small step today that you can do? You can look at where are you having subscriptions to things like Netflix. If you don't have time to watch them, maybe you could go with something else. So do a little spring cleaning of your budget. Where you not spend money, then you're saving it, right? So take a look at where you can do that. Maybe look at transferring credit to a credit card that has less interest on it. That's a big savings right there. All right, so you have the magic money miracles. Allow the universe to bring you miracles of money and cash to help you along your path. So this morning, I said, people just throw money at me. I was like, no, people are just going to throw money at me. And then I had to make a business phone call to a bank about something, to the credit union. And before we get off the phone, the credit union goes, so today is International Credit Union Day. I go, oh, well, congratulations. I've never even heard of that, but okay. He goes, and so to celebrate it, we are giving select customers $10 into their account, and I've selected you today. I'm like, wow, people throw money at me. It's $10, but it totally made my day. All right, so then we have prayers of riches. Ask the angels and the universe to pray. Ask the angels and the universe in prayer to send the right people and the resources who will assist you on your path to prosperity. Turquoise. I'm always in the right place at the right time with the right people and the right opportunities. And they throw money at me. You can do this. You're Capricorn. I was talking to my son the other day about he was booking a flight to go see my daughter who's in Italy and for Christmas. And he goes, yeah. I go, how much was your ticket? He goes, $1,000. I thought, wow. He goes, yeah, I got a really good deal on it. He goes, but I decided I was going to get a good deal, and then I went looking for it. He goes, you make your own luck. That's my boy. That is my boy. You make your own luck. All right, so as far as romance goes, for those of you who are looking to establish a new romance, this is probably not the month it happens in. You get all this energy where you are focused on something else. It feels very business-oriented project. That's fine. For those of you that are in a relationship, I want to encourage you that as focused as you are on all this other stuff, remember the advice was the Six of Pentacles, and that's keeping balance in your life. Make sure you're making time for family and friends, loved ones, relationships. You can't be all about the business. It can't, and that's really for everybody. But keep your life in balance. If you can do that, you're in flow. And when you're in flow, people throw money at you. So there's that. Take time to meditate. It's like keeping in flow. In relationship with your spirituality, your higher self as well. Okay. So slow down is the card. So slow down. When you are excited, you get ahead of yourself. Take some time to allow things to unfold. The Hanged Man is the opportunity. So while you're waiting for things to unfold for you, spend this time on the people that are near and dear to you and strengthen those bonds, right? Because we know when things get busy, if we have taken the downtime to really enjoy those relationships, there's a little more fuel in the emotional tank that you can run on to really chase down these other opportunities, and they are coming. They are coming. And you have spiritual connection. This relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. For those of you that are in a relationship and for those of you who are seeking a relationship, this is a very karmic opportunity and to to connect with somebody on a deep soul level, spiritually also, like you're on the path together. This feels like a very deep soul connection. I do not do the twin flame crap. There's reasons for that. And it's not that twin flames are not real. It's just that I don't think most people understand them, and it's not exactly. I don't really wish anybody a twin flame journey in the first place. It looks painful. This is about someone that you have known before and in another timeline, lifetime, and you have a very deep soul connection, and you have an opportunity here. But I feel like you're either already in this relationship, and so take the time to really enjoy them and show your appreciation, or they're on the way, and you just need to trust that that's going to happen. And be open to the opportunity, and don't try to rush that, because you don't know what's going on in their life, and all the pieces are not in place yet. I can tell you, whatever's going on here, you're at the 9s. The 10s are coming, but you're at the 9s. And by the way, there was no 10 of Cups here, right? You're focused on the 10 of Pentacles, but the outcome was the 10 of Wands. Like, there's like an ending of a cycle that has too much going on. That's about action and activity. This is coming. And in the meantime, chop wood, carry water. Looks like you got plenty to do, and you don't need to be worried about that. All right, let's see here. What is the final guidance from Spirit here? Stay in flow. Stay in flow by creating balance in your life. You have health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. And purpose. I know what I'm here to do. And I think you absolutely are figuring that out. You can focus on that, but allow the divine timing part to happen. So the purpose thing, I think that's coming through. The health thing says to me, don't be so focused on this hangman time, this part where you're waiting. This is a good time for you to start really cook for yourself. It's so much better than preservatives in your body. Your body doesn't actually know how to process them. So real foods, and so take the time to learn how to cook. Buy the organic food, spend the time on that. That's a really great thing to do with your partner too. Go for those walks. Again, those walks, they really keep saying walk, 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 walk. And, the average American gains 7 pounds at the holiday season. Make this the year where you lose 7 pounds, because you say no and you walk. It's okay to have a bite. You can have a slice of pie. You just don't need the whole thing. Okay, so make good, healthy choices. You're really that North Node, if you are a Cancer rising, that North Node in Gemini was in your house of health. So it's a big deal, because we have one more eclipse coming up on the 4th at 0 degrees. So here's what's cool. Well, I don't know if it's exactly at 0, but it's at the end of Gemini. So it's the clean slate. So it's at Sagittarius. Let me back that up. So don't worry about the eclipse thing. Here's the thing. We are nearing the end of that cycle. It's coming to the 0 point of Gemini before the North Node moves into Cancer. And that's happening, I don't actually know the exact date for that. So the thing is though, that is the 0 point where you get to rewrite the future. Like where you get to start over. It's like flipping the page, new book. And the choices that you make now regarding your health is what you are going to be dealing with for the next 18 years. At least 9 when the South Node ends up in Gemini. And so now is the time. If you've been working on it half-heartedly, not really putting the effort in, I'm a little guilty. Now's the time that you go, okay, I am going to create good health habits because that will make all the difference. And all of your cells in your body will turn over in the next 9 years. And you can literally be ready when that South Node hits Gemini again in your house to be in phenomenal shape and have your new body with its consciousness, because every cell has its own consciousness, understand that you are healthy. I am healthy. I take care of my body takes care of me. All right, so I think that's a big message they brought through right here at the end. So this conservation in the health area is about not overeating, they're telling me. And so take good care of yourself, detoxify your, okay, so the detoxify, they're saying, is about going through your cabinets and getting rid of the processed foods and sugars, if at all possible. And it's not always possible because they're way more affordable than the higher stuff. I understand that. I've been there. But where you can, make changes that you can where you can. Okay, and they just showed me this card. Even though it's in the financial, it says begin today. Now is the time to begin. Small steps will make big changes. So small steps in your health will make big changes. Small steps in your financial health will make big changes. So small steps, you know what you're here to do. Let's get on the path, right? You're so close. You're so close. This looks amazing. All right, you guys take good care. Mid-month's out in 2 weeks. Every week, we do the moon astrology where we look at the energy and how to navigate it so we can win the week. And over on Facebook at Moonlit Waters, I do a daily reading, 3 minutes, 6 minutes. So much shorter. I hope to see you there. If you pop in, say hi. I'll talk to you soon.